the elephant in the room, the GOAT in the room,
Top.
Messi, the GOAT in the country. Messi is now playing in MLS for Inter Miami, and he's cooking, bro. Michelin star chef. Gordon Ramsay ain't got nothing on him. This man is scoring every single game.
Actually.
He's already won a trophy.
Yep.
League's Cup. I was there. I'm gonna tell y'all about all of that in a minute. How we feeling though? Messi is in the US. He turned down Saudi Arabia. He turned down the Billy bag.
He's about to win a treble.
Messi loves.
Trouble in MLS. First ever MLS treble.
He's literally about to win a treble.
Messi loves scoring goals.
Yeah.
Messi loves soy sauce. Messi loves what else? What else going on?
Soccer.
Other words, Messi does love soccer.
Messi loves soccer.
Hold on.
Specifically soccer.
Messi lives soccer.
Shit.
Yo, but so far, Inter Miami have won every single game that they've played. Every single match.
Even if it went to pen, they still won the result.
Yo, it's scripted.
What
You
is
think
it?
so?
Here we
I mean,
go.
I do think so.
I'm not.
You know, I think it's scripted. Every game has been like amazing, as if it's like scripted in a FIFA match. They lose, they're down 3-0, they win 4-4. They're down 3-0, they win 5-4 on pens. They're down 3-0, they win 5-4 on pens again.
Yeah.
Like,
Even
I don't
last
know.
night, bro. Like, feel me, he was on the bench. Then come. Did you see the goal he scored?
Yeah. Jordi Alba sacrifices ACL, they said, for the goal. But
Nah, that pass was-
How could that be scripted
that
though?
pass was-
Yeah.
The athleticism, the outside the
turn
boot
with
pass.
I mean, you saw Lucha Libre, bro.
Huh?
It was athletic. It was athletic and scripted.
That's fair.
So that's my opinion.
Yeah.
I think it's scripted.
That's
I'll put that out
hilarious.
there.
It would take a lot to script the things that we've been seeing, bro. The way that man scored the goal in the Leagues Cup final outside the 18,
Yeah.
upper
Okay, what
90,
about
bro. Like
homie-
there's no way, there's no way that's just
Do you think it's even possible for it? to be
No,
scripted?
because how
Was
would
it zero?
Campana, the number 9 on Inter Miami,
Facts.
Yeah.
sliding to win the first ever Leagues Cup, wall sliding, shoot the ball to then purposely hit the post so that it then has to go to penalties and make bro, come on.
I mean,
Ain't no enough dress rehearsals for that, bro.
I'm not talking about dress rehearsals. I'm just saying that like defenses will at certain times will sort of just like put the pressure down, allow Inter Miami to
This
get
is-
into the spaces they need
You
to
think
get
they're
in.
doing that, or is it that
That's tactical.
Messi is just so good that
the
he
other
makes it?
possibility.
He makes it
That's the
look.
other
Well, he's done
possibility.
this
He
for
makes
20
it look
years.
like the
These
defense
people
are putting the pressure
these
down.
people
but
are
really, he's
literally-
just that great.
These people are literally trying to feed their family, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
I
if
think
Messi shits on you enough time, you actually cannot feed your kid.
do you understand that the more people that buy that
Low-key, it
Apple
might be
TV
the
bag,
opposite,
the
but
more
yeah.
people that buy the Apple TV bag, because Messi keeps doing these things,
I'm saying.
the more money you get to make in your next contract.
That's fair
I hear
because
it, I
actually
hear
the Apple TV and MLS subscriptions have
Doubled, right?
Doubled,
Probably more than
And I
doubled,
think the Spanish viewership has increased by 50% with
Has to, of
Messi's
Of course,
playing.
it must.
Yeah.
It must.
Has
So
to.
it's he's actually bringing
Oh,
a lot
ticket
of
sales?
eyes, a lot of ticket
Bro,
sales.
400 for the nosebleeds at Red Bull now.
Crazy.
What's
It's
going
crazy.
on?
Nah,
Tickets that used to
that
be
is
$50
outrageous.
Yeah,
are like
outrageous.
$300 now.
Tickets that used to be 3 bags of Lay's chips.
Bro, they pay you. They pay you to show up.
Some people have rent.
Yeah, bro. Actually, no, but literally rent. Nah, but
Incredible.
people, you know what I don't like is a conversation around, MLS defense is this and that. Bro, he's done this at the Champions League, at the World Cup,
Facts.
at La Liga, at every single possible competition for the last 20 years.
Don't forget what he did to Boateng.
Bro, he's doing, who won a World Cup as well. Like, he's
Yeah.
doing this to
you have to
everyone.
bring
There
up that
is no
man?
stopping him at his
He's,
peak.
he's trying to avoid that story. The poor guy, everywhere he goes.
Hey, he won the World Cup final against Messi, though. So Boateng got his get
To be
back.
fair, one thing I'll say though, that we kind of spoke about before is the
God.
fact that I think sometimes, like I understand that he's Messi and other adversaries or opponents will go up to him and ask for his shirt afterwards, and you know they'll give him his props. They give him his respect. He's Messi.
Yes.
Like he's completed football.
Yes.
He's a legend. He's a legendary human. Period. Forget
Yes.
just football.
Yeah, period.
But at the same time, the competitive aspect of it, I feel like some of the players are losing. They tend to be a little too nice to him sometimes. Like I remember earlier when he first came, or it was a few games ago, they were playing against Orlando, and it was this dude. Might be Colombian dude. It's like a defensive midfielder, Cartagena or something like that. But like Messi fouled him from behind. Like Messi lost the ball. I guess kind of got like a little mad that he had lost the ball, so he went to retrieve it, fouled the dude, and they gave the foul obviously against Messi, and Messi seemed like he was a little hostile towards him afterwards. Like you just fouled him, and he was trying to appease him like, you're giving this dude way too much respect. I understand it's Messi, but this is still your opponent. Like, if he fouls you and then tries to act tough afterwards, you're supposed to get right back at him, get in his face and be like, yo, what are we doing here? Like, you need some sort of competitive aspect to it. Like, you can't lose that just because he's Messi.
Nah.
And I don't know, maybe it's because of his demeanor too, because I don't see people doing that against Ronaldo. Like, they go head to head with him. You have opponents doing his celebration when they score against them. Like,
well, Ronaldo's not an MLS though.
Ronaldo's also the more emotional and like charismatic and personable. The guy was crying over a red card one time because he's that passionate. Like you said, it's Messi's demeanor too. Like, you know, he doesn't get drawn out as much. In Spain, he did though. Here and there, playing against Real.
Of course,
Yeah.
well, you know, we'll talk about that. But it goes actually further though, because I see what you're saying about players maybe doing it too much. But I've also seen teams market the games against Miami like, hey, come watch Messi go completely destroy us, rather than like support your team to beat who is last place in the MLS.
Yes.
It's like, bro, you should really be supporting your team and not just hyping up this guy who is the opponent.
I mean,
Go for the league, but at least as the opponents, at least pretend to not make it about him. You know what I mean? It's kind of like in our face. That's the only thing.
you know what I'll give some context to? You were going to say something though.
no, I was just gonna say, like, at the end of the day, it's a business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so when you have somebody of that caliber that's gonna drive ticket sales, gonna drive interest, drive excitement, that's what it is, bro. Like, Messi's in town.
You don't have to say that.
When was the last time?
he's in town.
When was the last time y'all saw a soccer game in Times Square? People pull up, packed out crowd, watching an MLS match, bro.
Yeah,
definitely
literally the World Cup final.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
Then
the
it has
closest
to be.
thing.
If it was the
That
World Cup
level.
final, then Messi.
That's the closest
Yeah.
thing, and so it's
Yeah.
like, yo, you can't sugarcoat that type of excitement, that type of market value. Like, there's no way to gloss over it or try to hide it. Like,
So add on to that as well,
Go
though. Like, we don't see that in other sports in the same way too, so it's hard to find a comparison.
Yeah.
For instance, Messi
Yeah.
is damn near the greatest player of all time. Do we see LeBron going to the, like, you know, a league somewhere else at an older age?
Yeah.
Them niggas would be outside too.
But
Yeah.
Kobe's
No,
farewell
OD.
tour, I don't think when they played the Lakers, they're like, come see Kobe.
he's in
against
the
us.
he's in
To
the
be fair-
US though. That's what I'm saying. It's a different type of.
But also the energy. His whole career has been based on, I'm a competitor.
Yeah.
I'm not going to turn down nothing because you're whoever you are. I don't care if you're Michael Jordan. I don't care if you're Magic. I don't care who you're, if you're whoever. He doesn't respect people not competing against him too.
Yeah.
So that will, because he's going on his farewell tour, the energy that everybody else who's going against him is saying is like,
Kobe, you're saying?
like, it's like, I want to see Kobe do bad today because it's his farewell tour. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, he would be doing that because he was the ultimate competitor. So they're also saying that, like, out of respect for him, I'm gonna compete
That's
to
what
the
I'm saying.
highest
Yeah,
possible
that's what I'm
level because that's his mentality.
Yeah.
But
it's also like he played in the U.S. for his whole career versus like
True.
these people had no other opportunity.
Of course.
I get exactly what you're saying. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. But to that point, because we're talking about basketball players and stuff, Giannis Antetokounmpo is a part owner of Nashville and Nashville SC. And
You were there?
Nashville played versus Inter Miami in Nashville for the Leagues Cup. The Leagues.
You might have to put it on, bro.
I gotta put the hat on
For this segment, come on,
You know what I'm saying? You gotta talk
You
about
made it a little
Nashville,
crazy.
man.
The
Canarsie
Asian
Cowboys?
cowboy.
You got a Canarsie Cowboys. Hold on. Yeah.
Y'all are funny as fuck. Bro.
Nah, bro, but they played there, and we saw Giannis. Shout out my boy Angelo. Went there with me with BR Football to capture the vibes, and we saw Giannis there, and he at no point like made an effort to go to Messi or speak to him or anything like that because he's a part owner of Nashville, so he's not playing into the narrative of this is Messi,
Cup
whatever.
final, by the way,
like he
too.
went there and before the match, when he's on the pitch like shooting penalties against his brother or whatever, he did the Ronaldo celebration. So again, as
he
a
did it. That's
competitor,
funny. I like that.
he's
I like
just
that.
like, this is a final against my team.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go and play into this thing. You're trying to, be buddy with this guy. They probably did it behind closed doors.
Yeah.
But as a competitor and NBA champion, he showed that this is the epitome of sports competition.
I was gonna add, I'm excited to see what happens in the playoffs too. It's a different vibe. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Messi being introduced into the league or the leagues, like, the reception they're gonna bring up to him.
Yes.
Be welcome. Now when it's time for niggas to make money and you know what I'm saying, really get to the championship, they might start chopping that man down.
For sure. But
How was
to
it?
just kind of give a glimpse of the vibes, it was incredible because Like I said, I was there with BR Football, just shooting, capturing the whole day and the whole match experience and everything. Spending some time with the fans. Shout out to the city of Nashville, man. Incredible, like vibes through the roof. Through the roof, like I can't compare it to anything else. It's
I heard
incredible.
the food is crazy too, right? Yeah.
What's the food? What's the food like?
It's southern. It's a
Yeah,
lot of
gotcha,
barbecue.
gotcha,
Yo,
gotcha.
shout out to Rippy's
Fire.
on Broadway. Amazing. The ribs, oh my goodness, insane. But yeah, the food is good. Great vibes. It's the what is that called? Bachelorette party capital of the
facts.
world.
Sure.
There's a lot of that. Like open air buses all day long.
Okay, you just see him out and about.
Yes. Just oh man, it's incredible. But
Sounds
speaking of
nice.
the game was dope. Got to be like very close to because I was like right by the tunnel. So when the Inter Miami players were coming out, like Messi walked past right there, which was an incredible moment for me because I don't really get starstruck by people, period. But Barca players or ex-Barca players just do something to me. Like we're gonna talk about meeting Rakitic and something like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, so that was a great moment to see Messi walked right there, to see Jordi Alba walk right there, to see, Sergio Busquets. Like, it was a dope moment. The Nashville fans it was a packed house. It was a packed house. And their stadium, Georges Park, is actually the biggest soccer-specific stadium in North America. So, and it's damn near brand new. It was like a year or two old or something.
It's
So,
fire. It's fire.
yeah, it was amazing vibes.
Tennessee?
In Tennessee, yeah.
Wait, in North America? or the
Soccer
US?
in Tennessee,
America.
bro.
Bigger than Azteca?
Soccer specific?
Because that would be.
Between US and Canada, my fault.
Okay, I was
That's
because
a good-
I know
yeah.
Mexico has some.
Yes,
That's still dope. That's dope.
Yeah, it was a great vibe. I sat right by the, for the first half at least, right by the corner flag. And yeah, it was a great view of the game. Got to see. I wish that Messi would have actually gotten a corner on this side because he kicks all their corners regardless. So he would have came right there in front of me. But
Security guard?
we've heard a lot about that Messi security guard.
Yeah.
When they got a corner and he had to be kicking the corner all the way on the opposite side of the pitch,
Yeah.
his security guard was like a linesman. He was right, and I sent y'all that video, bro. He was right there following him on the opposite end of the pitch,
That's
bro.
unbelievable, bro.
And he's a former Navy SEAL.
Yep.
And bro, this guy, like his vision, his focus is incredible. Like when I was filming him, he locked eyes with my camera before he locked eyes with me.
I saw that.
Like
Put the
he
clip
saw
right
the
here. Put the clip
camera.
right here, bro.
We gonna put the clip, bro. He locked eyes with the camera before he is focused, dead focused
Yeah.
the whole time. Like when you see Messi, you see him.
Unbelievable.
He's glued there. His head is on point.
Yeah.
So that in itself is like just a weird dynamic to see because nobody else has that in the league.
That's it.
But yeah, I got to capture it, bro. I was filming Messi like just randomly as he scored the goal. So I got to capture it as he scored the goal for Inter Miami, and obviously Miami were playing better. Nashville were putting some pressure too. They ended up equalizing, went to penalties, which was a crazy
shootout.
shootout.
That was unbelievable.
Big shout out to Drake Calendar, man, because he ended up being the hero in the
Black
end.
goalkeepers.
It's never fair when a keeper has to score a penalty and then miss it because it's just like that's not their job to kick a penalty. But Drake put it in. The Nashville keeper couldn't. So yeah, Inter Miami won that. Messi got his first trophy.
And it's the first ever Leagues Cup as well.
Yes.
So they introduced a new tournament called the Leagues Cup, which is in the middle of the season. So they actually stop all other MLS activity and play straight through this tournament. The NBA is actually introducing a similar competition, but it's the first year, and to have Messi lift it is a pretty good start.
It's crazy. And also great gesture by Messi in the end.
Yeah, my boy DeAndre.
Give DeAndre Yedlin the captain's armband. Because I could imagine he knows like the caliber of player that he is. He knows the importance that he's bringing to the league and the team. But he also understands that as a player, I feel like he's a player's player.
Yeah.
So he understands also how it could feel to just come into a team and take away the captain's armband. Even though I'm sure DeAndre was
I don't
just
think
like, this is
DeAndre feels
Messi.
some type of way, but yeah.
Exactly. I'm sure he
It's just
doesn't
some
feel
extra
some type
respect.
of way.
It's extra respect.
But it's extra respect. He made sure that he had him lift the cup with him.
Yeah.
Which was just a dope moment, man. So
He's been selfless his whole career, so it's just another example.
great experience. One trophy down. Now, September 27th, they're in the Open Cup final.
Yeah,
The U.S. Open Cup final. So Again, he might be heading towards a
First
treble.
MLS treble.
Yeah, Inter Miami are at the bottom of the league though in terms of the MLS season.
They're gonna
but
win.
they could actually. They still have a chance to get into the playoffs.
They will. They'll
Possibly
win out. They'll just win
the
out.
league. So
They're gonna win. They're gonna win the league. They're gonna win the cup.
incredible, man.
Do y'all want to actually talk about this bodyguard story a bit, or I can lead it?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah.
So apparently, I have
Break
the
it down.
article pulled up right here for y'all. But so he's an MMA or mixed martial arts, I guess, professional. Like he studied mixed martial arts.
Yes.
He's also a Navy SEAL. But the interesting thing is that David Beckham actually found him. So David Beckham found him on social media, found his bodyguard work, and then brought him to Miami to be Messi's bodyguard. But he's already been bodyguards for like other players in the past as well.
50 security.
That's what I was gonna say. He heads a team of 50 different people who are taking care of Messi's security. It's nuts because that means that like you saw him, but that means that there's 50 other people just like sitting there, probably wearing Nashville jerseys,
Snipers on the
pretending to be
roof.
fans, snipers on the
If you're
roof.
thinking of running onto the pitch to go see Lionel, listen.
They already stopped him mad times. He's been.
No, but funny enough though, when he was at Publix, was the security hired already? I don't think he was
Probably
because I don't
not.
think people would have been able to
Yeah,
just
probably
Nah.
not.
freely like walk up to him because he was just shopping with his family.
You can't
He was caught at
touch him
Publix.
during selfies. Like the kid was trying to put his hand on the shoulder for the selfie, and he moved the hand off.
Yeah.
You can't even do that.
The bodyguard moved the hand.
But like,
Yeah.
They have a
it,
clip
like
of it.
it was like a ninja.
Like go.
Like the guy went to go put his arm,
I
and he
need
was
to see
just
that
like,
video.
Yeah, he
he's
just like.
just
Whoa.
like,
He's
like, so
unbelievable. This
gently.
guy's incredible. Yo, they gotta make a movie
He's
about
a
him,
Navy
bro.
SEAL.
Put him in the
Facts.
next John Wick or
Facts.
something.
Facts.
Like
he would make
Navy SEAL.
he would make an amazing center midfielder because the way he's
Scanning, bro. Yup.
oh, bro, peak Shabby. Like what?
So you saw him in person, Eli?
Who
This
the
guy?
bodyguard?
Yasin?
Yeah, he's intense.
So,
yes,
He's an
Remember
intense
the video?
man.
Video was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yes.
Yeah, bro. He's intense. You could tell that,
Yeah.
but you can tell it's a type of focus. Like I get it. I've done enough research about Navy SEALs because to know that like there's a certain like I've seen footage about like their training, like
Right.
what it takes. Some people have died in the like
training.
initiation
Yeah,
process
yeah,
training
yeah.
to become a Navy SEAL. Like
Yes.
you can't
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like you have to get
diet.
admitted. Some people drown.
No.
Like
but I'm saying
sometimes
what-
you have to
I'm
get
just
tied.
asking what parts
No,
do
I know,
people-
Genuinely,
I know.
sometimes part of their training is being tied down and
Sounds
you get
funny,
thrown
Ken.
in a pool, in the
That's
bottom of a pool,
fucking
and you have to
crazy.
untie yourself and rise back to the top. Some people drown during
This is
that.
training.
Like, yes.
Isn't that what
Yeah,
like?
yeah, Navy SEAL, they're the
Yeah.
top of
Nah, no, of
U.S.
course, of
soldiers.
I
course.
feel like if you don't pass a test, doesn't mean you should die.
Like the bodyguard should say
They don't kill you. You
no,
they
I
don't
know,
kill
but
you.
there should be someone ready that if he can't untie
what I'm
himself in
saying.
the water to save his life.
They do, but sometimes that's just not quick enough. Like, it happens.
They
But
don't think it
again,
would
that's why
smoke like
they're
a
Navy
bomb. That's
SEAL.
crazy.
It's also the military. There's a bit of pride in it. Like
Yes.
some weird shit happens.
Yeah, it's like MMA fighters.
The
like,
U.S. is a crazy country.
America's crazy.
Yeah.
Niggas is dying.
You should hear about the hazing stories at West Point and at Army. It's nuts.
Yo, I'm sure.
It's
No,
nuts.
It's a military thing in general. Though.
Yeah.
the death part is very American though.
Yeah, it's crazy. But
Goddamn.
again, to know Navy SEAls,
Not in
like,
other countries.
No, I'm saying in the training to not save the nigga because he can't untie himself.
Bro,
They're gonna
niggas,
save him.
niggas is definitely
But if
getting
you're at
burned
the
in
bottom
military
of
training.
course, of course.
like, it might
Go,
be.
go
it
to
might be
Burkina Faso.
Of course,
bro.
but as like a wait, hold on.
Why,
As like a
Burkina,
wealthy,
bro?
that was wild.
Why
As like
Burkina, bro?
a wealthy, first all that kind of good stuff we like to talk about ourselves. That's crazy.
Why is that the country that?
Kendrick has research links to provide.
Yeah, for sure. Him and Eli.
I'll give further context
Yeah, facts.
Nah, but yeah, it was
in the link below.
definitely
out
intense.
Burkina Faso.
But he has like, it's like funny enough too, Yasin's, but it's like,
Yeah.
it's like he has.
Nah, Traore's a baller.
He has
bro.
a weird level of like calmness to him. Like you can see he's
yeah,
focused,
yeah.
but it's a comfortable focus. Like you could tell
Yeah.
he does this. So
Yeah.
yeah, man, I'm sure he gets paid the big bucks.
Yes.
Make that
Nah,
happen.
he's definitely getting like
Yeah.
more
The
than
problem
players
is,
out
I don't know
there.
when he would be able to enjoy that
OD.
that time. Like he's probably always stressed.
He might
Like, I
think
would
it's
not want that.
hilarious,
But it's
job.
not stress.
How?
Yeah,
it is, brother.
Because
This is a great
It's a
conversation.
high
It
level
is.
of focus, but at the same time, like I know there's a part of him that the part of him who's probably been to Iraq or Afghanistan or these high
Sure, yeah, yeah,
situations
yeah.
That's fair.
knows
Yeah.
that most of the time people are not trying to harm Messi.
Yeah.
So it's like he's doing his job, but
Yeah.
there's a part of the back of his head who knows that like, yo, I've been shot at. Like there's worse.
Maybe.
Yeah.
He's
No,
not-
Except he's
Most
under
likely,
pressure.
yeah.
He's under pressure publicly now.
Yeah.
That's different. Like right now, like
think so?
he's famous. We're talking
adding-
about it on our
What if he thinks
podcast.
it's
Adding to it, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
we're
if he
literally-
thinks it's funny?
I mean,
I don't think he finds anything funny. That's the
He
vibe
could
I
look
get.
You
like
think
the
he has
most fun
humor?
guy
No,
ever.
I think he
think
He
he
might be
has
like, y'all mad scared. I'm chilling, bro. Like he could totally.
To be fair, some of the Sevilla bodyguards we were talking to, like they seemed a little intense at first, and then once you got to talking to
they
them, you're
have
like,
to,
oh,
bro.
But that's bodyguards.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's bodyguards.
I've even heard rappers say like some of the funniest people around me is my bodyguards, but you would not know.
wait,
when,
so
like,
you wouldn't consider this guy a bodyguard?
I mean, he
No,
is
yeah.
now,
he's
but
more than that though.
before being a bodyguard, he's
His
an
dream.
assassin.